This conference will now be recorded.
Yes, you are audible now.
Yeah, hi guys.
Sorry, I thought you know. Yeah.
Good evening, guys. This is Suresh here. Welcome you all. Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, Suresh.
Yes.
You were pretty much.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Thanks for confirming. So I welcome you all to this Success Factors Certification Training Program by Winhorn. So today will be our first session where I know that few of you have already had our previous demo sessions and few of you are joining for the first time today. So for the benefit of everyone, let me introduce myself and take you through the overview of success factors at a high level. Okay. I request everyone to please make sure your devices are on mute so that we can avoid some background noises. Okay. So guys, starting with my introduction. So basically, I'm having around 12 plus years of experience in the SAP domain, where I've been into multiple roles in SAP. I started as an ABAP HR programmer initially, and followed by I've been into SAP HCM functional consulting, and from past 6 years into SuccessFactors consulting. Okay, and coming to my training experience, I have been delivering SuccessFactors trainings since 4 plus years, where I trained over 900 participants from various parts of the globe, from UK, US, Australia, Middle East, of course, in India, and that might be in these kinds of online trainings and even corporate trainings, multiple modes. And prior to that, I even handled SAP HCM trainings for a couple of years, and I even trained over 100 plus participants on SAP HCM as well. So this is about my both professional experience in the SAP domain and even my experience in the training front. And coming to my credentials, I'm currently a professional certified consultant on SuccessFactors, which is the second level certification. And my certifications include on all these below modules like the employee central, recruiting management, performance and goal management, succession and career development planning, all these various important modules, the prominent significant modules in the SuccessFactors suite as on date. So this is about me at a high level, so that going further we can definitely know about each other more in detail. And quickly going into the agenda, guys. So in our session today, so for the benefit of everyone who is joining for the first time and who have attended the demo, whatever. So let me quickly take you to the overview of success factors, give you an complete recap of what is the curriculum that we are going to look here at Windhorn in our training curriculum. So that is, we get started with introduction to mastery, guys. So this complete slide tells you the complete curriculum, what we are going to look at down the line. So the first thing is the introduction to mastery, where that is a thing that will basically give you the complete overview of success factors, understanding of the success factor systems, architecture, terminologies, navigations, all that. So because of course there are a couple of freshers in this, few of you are from completely non-IT background, few are from HR background. So I have definitely people from different backgrounds here now. So whatever might be your experiences today, you are completely starting from zero at success factors. So this introduction to mastery is something that will give you the base foundations to make sure you get all the required understanding of the success factor solution. And then is where we enter into the individual respective modules, and that is where we take up this employee central as a module. That is the core module of success factors today, a very important module in the success factors complete suite actually. So that will have the capability of dealing with hire to retire activities of an employee. So success factors being a HR solution, it's a HR product, the way how an organization can maintain and manage the employee data. So in that regard, employee central plays a very crucial role, right from hire to retire activities of an employee, right from hiring an employee after 3 months or 6 months, doing the probation confirmations, next yearly promotions, transfers, termination from the company. All these activities will be handled under the employee central. And next we look into the performance and goal management. So that is one more important module that's in most demand in the global market. So this performance and goals is a module that would require for any organization. Say any company, either they give their employees every yearly salary hikes or increments or not, they definitely evaluate their employees. Either I give you hike or not, I will evaluate you every year. That might be in a quarterly cycle or off yearly cycle. Companies will review their performance of their employees. So that is where the performance product is a mandatory solution that every organization requires. So with respect to number of implementations that happen on success factors, PMGM will be number one place with respect to number of projects we see in the market. Okay, that is the next important module. And then we have the recruiting management. This is the module number 4 mentioned here is the recruitment module, which will have the complete recruiting process covered, right from identifying a vacant position in the company, creating a job requirement against that vacant position, and the way how we can post that job requirement into the market, into different sources like career sites, agencies, all that, and we get the profiles from different sources, and we do the selection process on those profiles, interviews, assessments, background checks, everything, and finally dealing with the offer release from the system, the way we get the internal offer approvals and we execute the offer to the candidate accepting, rejecting the offers. This entire cycle of recruiting, it's not hiring and recruiting is different. Recruiting is the process of selecting the candidates. Those people who are selected and accepted the offer is where we'll hire them as employees. So employee hiring into the system is what Employee Central will take care by maintaining all the employee data, where first selection process is all the recruiting process that will happen in the solution of recruiting management. And we also have one more small module called succession planning. It's a very small module. Most of the thing will be like plug and play kind of, but a very important module in terms of large enterprises. Large enterprises means those companies with MNC organizations having their footprints in different parts of the globe, and they have employees spread across the globe with thousands of employees, like 25,000, 40,000, 80,000 employees. So such kind of companies will invest in this module of succession planning. So like this, we have these number 2, 3, 4, and 5 are the different modules that are in global demand today in the success factors market. And at last, we'll also look into the point number 6, which is reports and analytics. On all the modules that we see above, there will be definitely some reporting requirements on the employee data, on the performance ratings data, on the recruiting candidate statuses, on various things we would require reports to be built from the system. So in that regard, the way we can have the standard success factors delivered reporting or a custom ad hoc reports, what we can create for customer, some dashboards, graphical analysis dashboards, all that we can see it from the reporting and analytics part in the point number 6. So this is what the complete curriculum that we'll be going through this success factors training program here at Windhorn down the line. Okay, and moving on, guys, I just want to give some clarity about the eligibility part. So few people have this question with respect to success factors consulting. So am I eligible for success factors consulting is a question people have at this early stage. Few people have that in the mind. So for the benefit of everyone, let me make it clear. So I being in success factors since 6 years, I can confidently say success factors doesn't expect any prerequisite knowledge. Okay, no prerequisite knowledge is a mandatory thing for success factors. You being an educated person is definitely you're eligible for doing success factors consulting. Okay, so those people who are already into some kinds of HR processes, either you are already into an HR generalist role, or you are into some core HR processes, or you are working on already some other HR product like SAP HCM or PeopleSoft, Workday, or any other HR solutions. So these kinds of people will obviously have an advantage in understanding the success factors processes a bit faster because they already know the HR terminologies, HR processes. So that's just an advantage to them. That's it, which is not a prerequisite at all. Okay, so people from core HR backgrounds, non-technical backgrounds, electrical backgrounds, and recruiters, US IT staffing experience, the graduate and postgraduate MBA freshers, everyone is eligible for success factors consulting. Okay, I have in my 900 past participants who have trained over 4+ years. I have people from all these various backgrounds, and even female employees with some career gap in between. Everybody is there. Okay, so if anybody has that question, you can confidently remove that from your mind. The success factors is open for everyone. Okay, that is at high level. And next, let's quickly go into the actual agenda. That's about success factors, the complete overview. Then this first session, I would like to give you guys the complete overview of this product. So what it is, how it functions, how it looks like, all that, guys. Okay, excuse me, just give me a moment. Yeah. So guys, if you have any questions, you can definitely feel free to stop me and have your question in place. Okay. So I'll get started with the success factors main explanation of the core concept of it. So one main point to understand is success factors is a HR solution, guys. It's a HR solution for any organization to maintain and manage their employee data. Okay, and the solutions what a customer would be looking for is that kind of HR solution is success factors. And that solution is not very limited to just maintaining an employee record. It's not that limited. It's having its wide set of modules in it. So that is, once you hire an employee into the system, the way how you handle their performance reviews, the way how you set their goals every year and you review them in every every 3 months or every 4 months or every 6 months. So the way how you keep reviewing their performance. So that performance management system we have in it. And we have learning management system where we can give the employees in the company to have a platform for them to learn some new courses, develop some new skill sets and all. Learning management system. And we have career development program system, career development planning. So that is a solution that will give them the path of improvement from their current position. What is their next career growth path? To attain to that career path, what are the new courses that they are required to do? So such kind of career development planning as a module. We have various modules that will help the organization to even improve the talent of their resources. So not only maintaining their employee data, even to engage and improve the employee workforce in their company, they have all these various solutions that will be under success factors, guys. So success factors is such kind of HR solution, and it's completely cloud-based HR solution. So what is this cloud-based? In just next couple of slides, I'll give you clarity. So one thing you have to understand is success factors is a cloud-based HR solution. So one line meaning of cloud is remotely hosting the database. Instead of the customer owning their own database, remotely hosting the database and accessing the data on demand whenever we require is what we call it as a cloud-based process. So in detail in next couple of slides, we'll go into that. And as I just told, so success factors comes up with a wide range of solutions. A core HR module called Employee Central is the one that will handle the employee data record maintenance, updates, all that. And apart from that, the other solutions are the talent solutions like recruiting management, performance management, learning management system. Like this, we have various solutions. So these are all that, guys. Right from Employee Central till the last module called as JAM. These are the various solutions that we have in success factors today. Employee Central, performance, recruitment, succession, learning management system, compensation management, like this, various solutions. So the first 4 modules what I've highlighted in green are part of our curriculum, and these are with respect to the global demand also. They are in the first 3-4 places. Employee Central, recruitment, performance, all these are doing very much good in the global market. That might be in the Middle East markets, Indian market, European market. In all those markets, these 3 modules have a global demand. Okay, that's why we take them in our training curriculum here at Windhorn. And the next thing is with respect to the way how we can implement these solutions to a customer. So success factors say a customer is already, say example, the company is established in 2005. So it's been 16 years till now, 2021 we are, it's been 16 years a company has established. Last 16 years company might be using some other HR solution. They will, because we have in market many local HR vendors, .NET based solutions, Java based solutions, local vendors of HR solutions, we have many. Okay, so customer might be using something among them, and now if they're migrating to success factors. So in that stage, if a customer wants to completely come to success factors, they want to scrap their old HR system and completely migrate to success factors, implementing all the modules of SF, recruitment, performance, employee central, various solutions in it, then we call it as standalone implementations. Standalone. Or else if a customer says, no, I can't scrap my old system all of a sudden, I want to start experiencing success factors first, I will just implement one or two modules, recruitment module, performance module, like that. I'll just start with few modules. I'll first experience it. Once I get the confidence, then only I'll migrate my old complete HR system here. That means they have to run both the systems. Their old HR system will be still continuing. The employee hiring, everything will be there. Only for performance process, recruitment process, they might use success factors. Then they would require integration between both the old and the new SF system. The old HR system and the new SF system, they need an integration. That is what we call hybrid models, hybrid solutions. So success factor supports both the ways. Either a customer wants to be implemented as a standalone product, or if with respect to integration capability also, success factors serves all these things. So customers can easily migrate to success factors. Okay, so this is at a high level about what success factor basically is. It's only a HR solution. It's not a complete ERP. Some people think like success factors is a complete ERP like SAP. No, a ERP, enterprise resource planning ERP solution means that would require finance module, materials, procurement, okay, sales, distribution, material management, multiple modules are required. Okay, so where HR old success factors is dealing with only the HR part of it. It's not a complete ERP, guys. That's one point that should be clear. And then, so these are the modules. And to know about the history of success factors, so we are actually aware of success factors since last 6 years or max 8 years in the market. But actually success factor is in the market since 2002. In 2002 is where they actually started with one single module called performance and goal management. Okay, but right from day one, they are on the cloud-based solutions. Right from day one on the cloud-based solutions is what they are working. And for a period of 10 years, 2002 to 2011, end of 2011 December, for that period of 10 years, they are the leaders in cloud-based solutions, cloud-based talent solutions. So year by year, they have been adding one more module. In 2002, they started with PMGM. After 2 years, they included LMS. After that, compensation management, recruiting management, like that, they have added multiple modules. And by the end of 2011 December, they had a good set of talent solutions, and they are the market leaders at that time. So that is why SAP has invested in success factors and SAP acquired success factors. So success factors is not a product that has been completely developed by SAP right from zero. So that is a product that SAP has acquired, and today we call success factors as an SAP company. Okay, and then in 2012, immediately the next year, 2012, SAP has included one more module in success factors called Employee Central, which is a very important module that we have today. So previously, success factors is not having employee central module. Employee hiring, promotions, transfers, terminations, these things are not possible in SF. We only have recruitment solution, performance solution, these things. So then 2012, SAP introduced Employee Central, and today as Employee Central has its very significant role in the complete success factor suite. And today success factor is supported in 43 languages across the globe. 43 languages, serving its solution in 168 countries across the globe. 168 countries is not a small thing. So it's almost 60 to 70% of the global countries. So that is the strength of success factor solution today, and that basically describes the global consulting opportunities that we have in success factors. The reason why success factors solution is that much boom in the market today. So these 43 languages will cover even Japanese, Chinese. In India, it covers Hindi, English, US English, UK English, Arabic for Middle East. Like that, we have top significant languages. For almost 43 languages supported, guys. Okay, so this is what SuccessFactors is, how it started in 2002 and where it stands today in the global market with its solution in 168 countries with 43 languages. Okay, and now coming to the main part, what is this cloud? So of course we have to agree SuccessFactors is today a global market leader in this cloud-based HR solutions. So what is this cloud? For this question, so cloud is nothing but, it's not a different thing, guys. We are already used with this in our day-to-day life. The way how you use your Facebook, your LinkedIn, your Gmail, your office mails, all these are cloud-based platforms only. Say if you upload a photograph or a video into Facebook, okay, where is that photograph or video stored? Do you know where it is stored? We don't know. It's in the Facebook server, yes. But where is that Facebook server? Is Facebook server in US or it is in India or it's in Africa? We don't know where is the Facebook database server is. Okay, and today if you upload it from your laptop or mobile somewhere, you can access it again at any point of time from any device. You want to access it after 10 years, even 20 years after this, if you want to access that memory, either from same mobile or from other laptop or from other iPad, anywhere from any device, just with an internet connection and a proper authentication into your account, you can access that data. So that database you're not carrying in your laptop, you're not carrying it in your mobile, that photograph or a memory. That is in the Facebook server and you're accessing it on demand whenever you require. So that way of remotely hosting the data and accessing the data on demand whenever you require is what the SaaS model is. Technically, we call it as SaaS, software as a service model, and that is what the cloud model basically is. So here the customer data is all remotely hosted in the remote database servers across various parts of the globe. So SuccessFactors today has around 15 data centers across the globe. They have one data center in Saudi Arabia, they have one in Australia, one in Singapore, and a couple of them in North America, like that. So in all these data centers, the customer servers are hosted. Okay, and whenever we try to access the data, it is where we are connecting to that remote servers and we are able to get the data whatever we require on demand, just with an internet connection and a browser. You don't even require to install SuccessFactors as a software. So do you install LinkedIn as a software, Facebook as a software, or a Gmail as a software on your laptop? No, it's just through browser. It's a service that you're accessing. Facebook as a service, LinkedIn as a service. That way, SuccessFactors is as a service, just with an internet connection and the proper authentication into that system, we'll be able to access it. So that way of remotely hosting the data and accessing the data on demand is what we call SaaS model. And those remote locations where we have our database servers hosted are called data centers. So SAP will be taking the responsibility of maintaining and hosting our complete data. And the customers database servers are, so databases are in that data centers, and those data centers are highly secured. They have all the security authentications, all the security encryptions, and the certifications taken from all the security standards across the globe of various regions. That might be the European region, the Middle East region, okay, and the ISO certifications, global union, global trade unions, various people have given their certifications authorizing the SuccessFactors servers that are maintained and managed by SAP. So SAP doesn't even outsource the database. SAP itself will host and manage the data centers. So just a couple of examples of the data centers are, we have data center number 2 in Amsterdam, that is in Netherlands, and we have data center number 10 in Sydney, Australia. And majority of the Indian, not majority, every Indian customer database is in Sydney actually. All the Indian customers, Pakistan customers, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Myanmar, Bhutan. So these countries' customers are all having their database in Australia, Sydney. Okay. Any questions here, guys? Anyone? Okay. So the next thing is to understand about the advantages of this SaaS solutions or the cloud-based solutions. Okay, let us let the cloud solution be in this way. But what are the reasons why customers are migrating towards these solutions? Why customers are opting for these kinds of cloud solutions today? So those are the advantages of SaaS or advantages of cloud solutions. At the end of the day, the advantages of success factors. That is, the very first thing is with respect to the hardware part, guys. So the customers who are going for success factors, they have a budget, a budget friendly thing here where they need not invest on the hardware part. That is, once you start implementing a solution or a software, your database keeps on increasing. Okay, the servers, you are required to maintain servers, you are required to purchase backup servers. Okay, and you need to have the copy of your servers, and that server volume keeps on increasing. You need to have your proper server room with the proper network consultants taking care of your servers. All this cost has been reduced. You just implement the software. SAP SuccessFactors is going to take care of your software, of your database. So that is where the hardware part has been reduced on the customer. That will eventually reduce the ownership cost of the project. The total cost of the project has been reduced here. That is an advantage that the customers have. And one more commercial benefit is with respect to licensing. So success factors, SAP is not selling you the success factors as a complete once bundle of big software. It's not saying that you're implementing success factors, I charge you these many crores or these many millions of dollars. It's not like that. So today, out of success factors and 10 solutions, if you are going to implement only 2 solutions, I charge you the license for only 2 modules. Tomorrow, if you implement 5, then only I'll charge you for the rest of the 3, like that. And within these solutions, within these 2 modules also, how many employees of your company wants to access it? Whether you want to give the access to 500 employees or 5,000 employees is what, based on your demand, we give you the license. So if you want to take it for 1,000 licenses, the cost will be for 1,000 licenses for the module. So next year, actually these licenses are renewable every year. It's not a lifetime cost you have to pay one time. Just pay for 1 year. Next year when you are renewing it, if your headcount got reduced from 1,000 to 800, renew it for only 800 licenses. The other year again it increases it to 1,200, increase it to 1,200 licenses. That way the customers have the control of the budget that they are spending on it, the number of licenses required, for which modules they require, everything, it's in their control. So that is the best licensing model that SuccessFactors has designed for SuccessFactors, for the customers. Okay, and one more good option, good feature is the release management. So today we are on 10th of February. If today a customer is done with the SuccessFactors implementation and they are going live with the product, say today they are starting using their live system. So it doesn't mean that as on date, whatever are the features, only that they are eligible. Every 6 months, SuccessFactors will be coming with new features and functionalities. Every 6 months, that is in the month of every May and in the month of every November. May and November, every year they comes up with new updates. So all the updates, they include these updates on every module, employee central, recruitment, performance. On every module, some or the other new features and functionalities, UI improvements, everything will come. So every customer is eligible to avail all those new updates completely free of cost. And they don't even require any implementation partner software companies support to upgrade those new features coming in. As simple as we update our mobile apps. You go to your Google Play Store or you go to your Apple App Store and you update your mobile apps. As simple as that, customers can update their new features coming in. They don't have any dependency on the solutions which are already configured. They'll now not have any impact on the existing solutions. So cloud products will deliver updates in such a way that no inconsistencies will be seen after the upgrades being made. You don't require any technical assistances in that. So these updates can be new features, new functionalities, or any bug fixes to the previous releases if anything observed, or any enhancement request. If a customer feels that there is no particular functionality available in SuccessFactors, they can raise an enhancement request, and in the coming up 6 months or 1 year updates, because SAP can deliver those new requirements, what are globally customers looking for. So these kinds of different things come in the regular 6 months updates, guys. So that is one more additional advantage. And of course, accessibility. So implementing success factors kind of cloud solutions, customers can access the data on demand whenever they require, from any device, anywhere, any part of the globe, anytime they can access it. It's just with an internet connection and a proper authentication into success factors. The success factors even supports two-factor authentication. So once you log in, if you want to still receive some OTP into your for mobile phone, or it's a verification email that has to be sent, and you have to click on that, and then only you'll be authenticated. Such kind of two-factor authentications are also supported in success factors. Yeah, okay. So these are all the advantages of cloud solutions or SaaS solutions. End of the day, the success factor advantages today. Okay, and so all these modules of success factors are basically classified into 4 different categories, guys. So this is like one second. The cloud HR, the core HR solutions, talent solutions, HR analytics, and a social collaborative platform. Under HR solutions, it's obviously the one single major module called Employee Central that takes the complete responsibility of employee record maintenance from hire to termination. Either the employee will stay in that company for 1 year, or he stays in that company for 30 years. His complete employment record will be with all the historic events maintained in Employee Central. You got hired in so and so year, after 2 years you got promotion, after 2 years you got transfer, salary corrections, you are on long leave, medical leave in between, everything will be captured in detail till his separation from the company. So that is the capability of Employee Central, and that also includes the time management part, even the leave requesting processes. Every year, what is your leave eligibilities, how many leaves you have taken, how many leaves are carry forwarded for the next year, everything will be under Employee Central. And then we have talent solutions. So these are all the other areas: recruiting, performance, compensation, learning management. All these are the talent solutions that we have. So talent solutions are the key strength area of success factors, guys. So what made success factors travel all this way since 2002 to 2021, today 19 years of journey? The very strength area of success factor is talent solutions. What made SAP invest in success factors is the talent solutions. After SAP acquisition only, Employee Central was introduced. Okay, but what made SAP pay the attention on success factors is these talent solutions. Okay, and then we have one dedicated module for advanced analytics. Of course, every module will have its reporting. So on every module, Employee Central data, recruitment data, performance data, we can generate various reports. Apart from that basic standard reporting that will be available, there is one dedicated module for advanced analytics, advanced reporting and all delivered, called workforce analytics and planning. Okay, that's one module, but that's not yet so successful. Okay, because in the market we have some other independent solutions for only reporting purpose. For only reporting, we have various solutions. So they have very beautiful look and feel with bar graphs and pie chart based representation, drag and drop representations, various things. So that is where SuccessFactors is still investing in this module, and this module is slowly gaining the market. But as of now, we have to frankly say this module is still not up to the mark. But SAP has a future planned roadmap in improving this module. And then at last, we have a platform called Jam, social collaborative platform called Jam. So Jam is not a module. This is just an add-on application that every customer will be having. So this is a platform where employees of the company who are in different parts of the globe can collaborate with each other. It's a kind of intranet for them. The way you have Facebook, LinkedIn and all, where you can collaborate with multiple people across the globe. It's a platform where you can collaborate with all your employees of your company in different locations. You have employees in India, you have in Saudi, you have in US, China. All these people, all these employees will have one intranet kind of a network within the success factors. Okay, so the same like you have the Facebook wall, LinkedIn wall, you have a Jam wall. So you can upload different photographs or videos that are happening on your in your location, and you can write some articles. The way we write some LinkedIn articles, we can write some articles in Jam. You can create some pages, Jam groups, Jam pages, kind of like in Facebook pages we create. It's a Jam groups we can create. All that is possible. Even some surveys, polling questions can happen in Jam and all. So that's not a module. We don't have a separate certification for it. So anybody just going through some 200 300 pages of document how to establish that solution, any consultant can work on it. Okay, so all the other modules, the above modules, will have independent certification. Employee Central has its own certification, recruitment, performance. Every module will have a separate certifications, but Jam doesn't have any certification. Okay, so these are all the various solutions that we have in SuccessFactors today. Any questions now? Guys, it's been, I guess, more almost like 40 minutes I've been speaking. No questions?
I have a question.
Yeah, no.
S- yeah. So my question is, so every module I have to give a separate certification. So there is also a delta that we have to give on every new solution they provide.
Yes, of course. So everybody to enter into the market, first is a main certification called associate certification, what we are required to do first.
Correct.
And on every
S-
6 months, whenever SuccessFactors is releasing some updates, guys, so they release
mhm.
data content, whatever are the new updates that are released in this update, this 6 months update. So they release some small content of say 40 50 pages of PDF document for every module. You just have to go through that content, and an assessment has to be taken at the end of that, which will be like around 5 questions, 10 questions, very minimal basic examination, just to make sure all the consultants are up to the mark with respect to latest features. So if SAP doesn't do that, so people might not go through that latest updates, and if a customer asks for a new feature, they might think that this feature is not available, where SAP might have released that feature. So to make sure that not that doesn't happen, every 6 months SAP makes this a mandate. So whenever new updates are released in the month of May, by the month of August, you are required to make sure you are giving that assessment. Okay, so by giving that assessments, your certifications will be active within 90 days of that new release. If you don't give your assessment within 90 days, your main certification will expire. Okay, but giving that delta exam is not at all a rocket science. It's very basic thing. Okay, you will just give 5 questions, 10 or 12 questions max they give you. You just have to go through the 30-40 pages document of new features, and you have to give that delta assessment. Okay, any other queries,
And
guys?
also, so for each of this exam certification you have to give for separate modules. So there is an exam fee separate for each module.
No, no, not at all. That's a common question that everybody have. So let me clarify, guys. It's not a separate cost that you pay for every module. It's a one-time certification cost registration you are required to pay in Indian currency. It's currently around 43 or 45, I guess 43,000 change with some taxes and all. That's a one-time cost you pay, where you can write up to 6 certifications of SuccessFactors. So one time payment you make, 6 certifications you can write it. Some people think like for every certification I have to pay 45,000. No, one time cost you can write 6 certifications, and that's more than enough. Nobody will write more than 2 3 certifications at all. Okay.
So, Suresh, just a question. Once you give these certifications and you have to give the delta for that, you need to have access to the learning hub. Am I correct for the deltas?
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. So certification is what you write in certification hub. So this is the one I'm showing on the screen. So for the official certification, you are required to subscribe for this. If you just Google search this code CER006, so that will take you to the official training.sap.com, where you are required to subscribe for the certification. That will cost you around 43,000 something today. That is for main certification. For that regular deltas every 6 months, what you are required to write, It's another website called learninghub.com. In Learning Hub website is where we are required to write the deltas, where Learning Hub is a what is it, that subscription will be sponsored by the employers. Nobody will pay for that Learning Hub from their own. Only certification is what we pay initially. Learning Hub is a employer responsibility to give it to their consultants. Okay.
Okay,
Any other
Suresh, into the
queries?
earlier slides, you mentioned that success factors is not. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, you're audible. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Into the earlier slides, you mentioned that success factors is not an ERP solution, right? So how about integration of SAP? I mean, HR part with the FICO module. Like in SAP, we have cost centers, we have business areas. For integration part, we have the GLs. So how is
Yes,
this
absolutely.
integration taken care in success factors?
Yeah, so success factors can integrate with any solutions. That might be finance solution you want to integrate with, other HR solutions, some travel solutions. For various solutions, we can have success factors integrated. So this is at a high level slide I'm saying about success factors integrations, which we discuss at a next level sessions down the line anyways. So success factors integration with HR, SAP HR SAP FICO solutions are common, are the standard integrations we see in every project. All the current SAP HCM customers are migrating to SuccessFactors. Then SAP has to give them the solution for how to integrate with the backend payroll systems, backend finance systems and all. So that's a standard common integrations that we see. And even if you want to integrate with some other third-party finance systems also, we will do that integrations through through JVs and different kinds of integrations. Definitely there.
Okay.
Yeah. So we use some middleware platforms. So one important middleware platform that is being used today is HANA Cloud Integration. The option number 2 you're seeing on my screen. HCI is what we use, HANA Cloud Integration Platform. So that will help us to integrate success factors with either SAP or non-SAP, either the cloud or on-premise, any solutions we can integrate with. So if you see the other slide, so SAP Cloud Solutions using HANA Cloud Integration Platform, they can be integrated to SAP on-premise solutions or third-party on-premise or completely third-party cloud solutions also we can integrate. Bidirectional integrations, that too. Okay. Back to the part, just a moment. Yeah, one more thing guys is with respect to the success factors architecture perspective. So we have two important systems what we see in our regular success factors consulting. So once you are certified and you are working on the projects on success factors, so two different systems are what we regularly access. The provisioning system, which we call it as the back end of success factors, and the instance system, which is a front end of success factors. Back end and front end. So what does that mean is, front end is a system where every employee of a company will access. Say example, you are implementing software for one company, some ABC corporation as a company. That ABC corporation is having 1,000 employees, say. That 1,000 employees can access success factors. That is a front end system. So one point to be made clear is, success factors being a HR solution, don't think that success factor is only limited to HR department. Okay, each and every employee in a company are eligible to access success factors. If your company is taking the license for all the 1,000 users, you can take 1,000 employees login IDs. Everybody can log into the system. They can see their own profile data. I'll just log in and show you how the success factor system looks like just in just the next couple of minutes. So everybody can log in and they can see the system. They can navigate in the system. They can look at their personal details, their contact details, their salary details, everything maintained against their employee ID in the system. And they can apply leaves in the system. They can access some learning courses using learning management module. They can give their assessments, self-assessments in the performance process. So whatever they have achieved this year, they can give their self-assessments details like that. They have multiple reasons why they are required to access the success factor system. So that is the front end system where everybody sees that system. Whereas the back end system is called provisioning, which will be accessible only by us. The SuccessFactors certified consultants only, who are working on the project implementation, only will have the access to the provisioning. You are required to underline this point. Only certified SuccessFactors consultant can access the provisioning. Even a customer investing lakhs of rupees, millions of dollars into the project, they don't get the access to the provisioning. A provisioning is a system only a consultant can access, and that is a place where initial activations will happen. So out of around 10 solutions we have in SuccessFactors today, if customer has taken license for only 2 or 3 modules, activating the 2-3 modules we do in provisioning. And in the modules, which features are required, which features are not required, the different activation, deactivation switches and all, we make in the provisioning system. That's the very important system. They don't give that access to the customer at all. Okay, so that is why SuccessFactors certifications are mandatory in the real time. Without certification, you can't access the customer systems. Without accessing customer provisioning system, you cannot activate the module. Without activating, you can't do any configurations. So indirectly, every consultant is mandatory to be certified to work in the real time. Okay, so provisioning level, what we do is only 15%, guys. It's all about these activations, switches and all basic things, where the main majority of the configurations, 85% of the share will be in the front-end instance system. The front-end instance system is where we consultants work majority of our time. That might be business configurations, logics, validations, calculations, workflows, automations, whatever you configure in the system, everything will be on the front-end instance side. 85% of our configurations work will be here. Okay, so these are the two systems, and let me quickly give you guys an overview of how the front-end instance system actually looks like. I'll not bore you guys with the slides anymore. I'll take you to that front-end instance. Any questions in the meanwhile?
There's something about MDF I heard. So what is that concept actually?
MDF is an integral part of the employee central module that we'll be looking at. It is a platform that will basically help us to customize the solution of SuccessFactors. Apart from the standard things what are given, if you are required to bring some custom screens, custom processes and all, MDF is a main important part that we'll be having. So that is one.
You'll be covering that as well?
Absolutely. Without that, for employee central module. Okay. So I actually skipped that slide today. I regularly show that slide. Just give me a moment. I actually skipped that slide today. Yeah, because many of the people have already joined the demo previously. I just skip this slide. So in this slide under course objective, the 4th point you see, customizing capabilities like MDF, metadata framework is what we call MDF. So this is what the definite important thing that we make sure that we are covering in this. It's not only to discuss about the standard part of the system, even to enhance the system with any customizations and all. MDF is a very important platform that will also take care under employee central. Okay. So,
Suresh, will you be showing us how to write XMLs and how it is written, a little bit about that?
XML, you mean to say?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. XML files we'll discuss, but the point is you need not write any code in XML. Today in 2021, you being in the you are entering into SuccessFactors now, you guys need not to learn any any XML coding. You need not have any knowledge on it. Okay, all the XML files, whatever we see in SuccessFactors, are pre-delivered, pre-coded files. We just have to download them from one of the official websites of SAP, and we upload into the customer's provisioning system on the day 1. So XML files are like some config files, some prerequisite config files. Before you start your configuration, those standard config files are what you have to download and upload into the system. That's it. Any changes on that, you can, majority of the places you'll do it on the front end itself. You don't require any XML coding or knowledge and all. So how to read that XML file, how to understand it, where to download, where to upload, all that in detail we'll discuss in our regular sessions. Okay.
So is it basically now like is it like,
yeah, please go ahead.
Is it like the SAP HCM standard code? Is it something like that?
Yes, absolutely. So let me just show you some XML file. So the one that you are now currently seeing, this is one of the XML file. Okay, where guys don't confuse, it's all the standard. Don't look at this and somebody will I see some participants get panicked initially when they see these XML files. I don't know coding and all, so you don't require to know any line of coding. So this is almost, you see, 33 lines or 33,000 lines of code. So you don't write it at all, guys. We don't write it. It's all standard SuccessFactors pre-delivered things. So we have all those configuration files we will be downloading from the standard SuccessFactors websites. Say example, you go for help.sap.com. We have a dedicated page for say employees central in this website, help.sap.com. In this website, in this employee central specific page, for implementation, whatever are the resources required, we'll have a separate tab. And here, if you go down under configuration section, there will be the master data model XML files. So data models are called XML files. These here you will have the master files. You will just upload these from here and upload into the, you will download from here and you will upload into the customer's provisioning system. That's it. These are all the config files what are required. We don't do any coding. Okay. Is that clear, Parul?
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, so let me quickly show you the SuccessFactors front-end system at a high level, guys. In our regular sessions, of course, we'll deep dive into it in detail. So at this first session, let me just give you a glance of it. So this is how the SuccessFactors homepage, the instance front-end system, the login page, how it looks for every customer. And this can be, of course, customized as per the customer needs. If you want to change the background, this blue color into different other themes, or completely if you want to have a different customer specific background images, and this customer SAP SuccessFactors logo can be updated with a customer logo. Everything can be done. And once you log in with your credentials, every employee will be given with his ID and password credential set. Once everybody log in, so they will see their first page, the home page, the first page, the home page or landing page, whatever we call. So that is what that will open first, the landing page, home page. So this is a page that will be having different sections. So the first section has to do section, news as a section, my information, my team, like this multiple sections, where each and every section will have different blocks. The square shaped and rectangular shaped tiles we call. Square shaped, rectangular shaped tiles is what we call. So all these will represent different kinds of information. It's a fingertip access to various internal data in the system. It's a fingertip access we call, where you see the first one, to-do list. So to-do list is something when anybody logs in into the system, either you are a general employee or you're a manager, you're a HR, HOD, whatever. When you log in, whatever are the pending items on your name from employee central module, if there are some approvals pending at your end, say if you are a manager, you are required to approve some leave requests of the employees, some promotion transactions in the company, anything that request. If you are a HOD and if you are required to finalize some ratings in the performance module, so like that. So from various modules, whatever are pending items, they will appear here. For this current logged in user, there are 16 things from the performance module they are required to complete. From recruitment module, they are required to close one approval. From employee central, there are 3 requests that are pending for his approval, like that. And few of these tiles will act as a quick link directions. It's a quick redirection to the internal parts of the system. So if I click on this time off as a tile, this is a tile. When I click on it, it will take me to the leave application page, where as an employee I can apply my leave. It shows me my current leave quota. It says 15 days of leave quota is what I have. I click on it, I'll go inside, and there I can apply for different leaves. Either it's annual leave or privilege leave, sick leave, casual leave, maternity, paternity, different kinds of leaves I can apply from this. If I click on it, it will redirect me to that page. And for the top management, these kinds of graphical data analytics that can be shown. So in the company, nationality wise, how many people are there from different countries, and the performance status, goals. So how many goals are going on track? How many goals are not yet started working? How many people are lacking behind in the goal achievement? Like this, interactive graphical analysis of the data can be shown on the home page. We will even see in the reporting part how to build these graphical tiles also. It's an interesting thing that we'll definitely see. So like this, we have these various tiles with are aligned on the home page where we can customize this as per the customer requirement also. And here you will have the navigation into all the modules what are implemented for that customer. So I being a super admin, this current system, whatever I'm showing you a demo is, it's a demo practice system where I'm a super admin in this, and all the modules are activated in the system. So that's why you have a huge list of navigation, goals, performance, compensation management, career development, succession planning, recruiting. Like this, you have multiple modules. And this access list will not remain the same for everybody. If your customer has implemented only 2 modules, you will have only 2 modules relevant navigations. If they implemented 6 modules relevant navigations you will have. Among that 6 modules also, if you are permitted, your authorizations are only limited to 2 modules, you will have only the 2-3 modules relevant access for which you are authorized. So we can completely have the control on the authorizations. As an employee, what one should access, as a manager, as a HR, as a HOD, as a CEO, what range of authorizations are required to be given, we can completely control that in SuccessFactors in a granular level. That's a robust permissioning solution we have in SuccessFactors. And so whenever we go into this org chat, so this org chat is a place where you have the complete organizational hierarchy shown, guys. So who reports to whom in the company, you will have the complete hierarchy. So for this current log, I just logged in as a user called Anya Singh. Her reporting manager is Mr. Charles Brown. Again, his reporting, to whom he reports. Like that, the complete hierarchical view you have that here in the system that will be established. It's all about the way how you maintain the employee data. For every employee, you have required to tag a manager, reporting manager. So for employee A reports to B reports to C. Like that, the complete hierarchy, you will have a navigation here. So like that, you can see the complete hierarchy till the top of the organization, Mr. CEO in the company. You can see the complete hierarchical navigation. So in this current system, Mr. Mohan Kumar is the CEO. He is having 4 reportees under him, and the one of his reportees is having 3. And again, among that 3, one of the ladies having 5 reportees. So 5 as immediate reportees and few more as the indirect reportees, direct and indirect. It's a dotted line. So what is that direct indirect also we'll see in the regular sessions down the line. So this complete hierarchical structure can be seen. You can drag and drop like this. You can zoom in and zoom out the screen. Here you have zoom out, you have zoom in like this. So this is all one tool that we have. And we have a place called employee file. So employee file is where for the current logged in user, his profile with all his information, his personal details, his communication details, his address details, his salary details, dependent details, whatever company has recorded his information, everything will be on this page. For this current user called Anya Singh, every detail of her information, her employment details, her personal details, her salary compensation details, her time details like her leave balance details, everything can be seen here. So all that are divided into different sections. In which position she is working, since when she is in that position, in which department she is working here, this company, in which location she is working, in which time zone she is working, everything. And going down the line, who is her supervisor here on her profile level, who is her immediate reporting manager supervisor, what is her pay grade, salary grades in the system, she is a regular or a temporary employee, all these details. And personal details level, communication details, email addresses, phone numbers, marital status, like this, your first name, last name, your gender, marital status, all these fields. and your contact details, phone numbers, contact details, email numbers, like this, address details, dependent details. Multiple sections of information can be captured on this profile page. Okay, so like this we have further various other navigations also into the system. Deep diving into the system we'll be doing in our regular sessions. In every navigation, what is required for us to know, we as a consultant, what do we implement, as an end user level, what they can see finally. So each and everything will be going in detail across all these things in our regular sessions. Okay, so this is at a high level to give you guys a look and feel of how the success factors screens look like. Okay, you don't get a feel like you're working on some solution like a software kind of. It's like as simple as you're navigating on your some Facebook pages or LinkedIn pages. As intuitive as that, your screens will be here. You don't get a feel like you're working on some software. It's very beautiful screens we have in SAP here. So this is all about success factors that I want to give you at this first session, guys. It's already, we are late by 8 minutes. I don't want to extend more on the first day. Anybody has any questions? I am ready to take your questions.
So I wanted to ask, so this is the the cost of the, what do you say, the training plus the certification. So close to
Yeah,
like say
Noila,
43.
yeah, Noila, the cost of training part is different, cost of certification is different. Cost of training is what we can discuss. All it's not here. Okay. So
Yeah,
cost
yeah.
of
No, no,
certification,
that correct. Yeah, that you've already sent me, and the certificate. I just want to know that these are two different costs, right?
absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Any other things, guys?
Suresh, how popular is the payroll solution for success factor? Is it like country specific?
The success factors payroll is nothing but the same old SAP HCM payroll, guys. The same old SAP HCM payroll, what it is, what all capabilities it has, what all complexities it has, that all everything is the same here. So they just rebranded the old SAP payroll solution as in success factors as employee central payroll. They just rebranded it and they are selling it. So SAP is not in a SAP is not at all looking to develop a separate solution for success factors, separate payroll solution for success factors. They don't want to do it. So payroll solution of SAP is already a robust solution that is accepted across the globe with all the localizations of all the countries, all the taxations of all the countries, everything supported. So they don't want to discard it. So they are just reusing that in a cloud model. So the payroll database is also hosted on the cloud. That's it. They call it as cloud payroll in the name of employee central payroll. So what all you know about SAP payroll is the same thing that's applicable under success factors also in terms of payroll.
So if
So
you go
Suresh,
to the payroll,
One second,
go ahead.
Jitendra.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Parul.
so
Yeah, I
if you
just wanted to go.
Yeah, Parul, please
I
go
just
ahead.
have one
Go
question. Yeah. So if you go to the payroll, section of within success factors and just the cloud part, not the hybrid part, then would you like see? Would you just see PCR schemas, all the same things? Because we
Exactly.
don't have
So
a SPRO over here, right? So it's just that all of that configuration is within the admin center over here, or how does it work?
yeah. Let me explain. So payroll is completely different box that stays. It will not be within success factors. Even here, when you click on payroll, it's just a page that opens to run the payroll. It's not a screen where you configure the payrolls and all. It will not appear. So even if a customer says he's on payroll, it's a separate box of payroll. Previously in SAP HCM, whatever is the payroll box that we used to open SAP HCM with the info types, PCR, schemas, all that, it's the same thing that's applicable, where this success factor system is backend integrated with the payroll box. Okay, so the end user doesn't know what is in the backend box. They don't see all that. They just, what they see is payroll. In this tab they will have the screens where they can start running the payroll. That's it. They can execute the payroll. They will see the payroll results. What a consultant will see the backend info types or these in the schemas, PCRs, everything is a separate box. If there is an employee central payroll being implemented, success factors employee central consultant is separate, payroll consultant is separate, and an integration consultant is separate who will integrate these two systems in the background. Okay, Payroll consultant will work on that payroll box. EC consultant will work on this system. And then integration consultant will work on HCI HANA Cloud integrations platform to integrate these two systems. So here when I click on payroll, that will land up in a page where in the background that is integrated with the HR box, and I can execute the payroll as an end user. That's it.
But that payroll box is not ECC, right?
That is what, see, if it is cloud hosted, we call it as ECP, Employee Central Payroll. If it's not cloud hosted, it's on premise only, then you don't even have this payroll redirecting here also. If it's on premise payroll, only the payroll data, whatever is the salary data will go from here, and execution you are required to do on that system only. You will have a backend box access also. If it is an on-premise system, customers are required to log into that on-premise system and they'll run the payroll. If it's cloud payroll, they don't get the access to the backend system. They will run from this place. So both are supported. SuccessFactors payroll with
And in what case, like currently in my organization, they have integrated, meaning they pull data from the current SAP HCM to this. So in that case, then the payroll is executed where? I mean, on the ECC or on the SF instance?
That's what, guys. More technical here, other people who are from a non payrolls and all will be confused. Let me give you a one-line answer. The point is, when you want to integrate with SuccessFactors with SAP payroll, you have two things: SAP on-premise, SAP cloud. Both the things are same SAP box is what that is getting connected actually. But if it is cloud payroll, it's where the database is hosted in the SuccessFactors servers and you will access it from this place. But you have a box access. The login of SAP logon pad access, you will have it. Okay, as a consultant, customers will not see it. Customers will have only this payroll tab access. From here, they will execute the payroll. We as a consultants who are configuring will have that kind of SAP logon box access, which is connected to the cloud server. If it's an on-premise, the same old process, whatever you're doing, the customers also have to log into that system, and from there only they have to execute the payroll from all that PE transactions, whatever we have. Okay. So more in detail, anything to be discussed, I'll take it at a later point. I just don't want to make this conversation going more complex for others. Okay. Jitu Das, do you have any question? I think you are interrupted.
Yeah, I just want to, as I understand, in my last organization when we had SAP, I didn't recall that payroll was part of the cloud. Is it a new thing that has come up, or it was?
No, that's what SAP SuccessFactors has no new payroll solution. The on-premise SAP, whatever is a solution, they are hosting it in cloud servers itself, and they are calling it as Employee Central Payroll. That's it. There's a rebranding of the SAP cloud is what as Employee Central Payroll. Customers, it's a new thing. We as a consultants who are already known about SAP payroll, for us, we know that when we are working on it, it's the same system, same info type, same screens we see.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. And I have to make this clear, guys. Employee Central Consultant is different. Payroll Consultant is different. Integration consultants are different. What are we looking at the training is all about Employee Central, recruitment, all the in-house modules of SuccessFactors. Okay, we are not relevant to the payroll part here. Employee Central Payroll is a separate career, separate role in the project, separate trainings. That will be a different line. Okay, so don't get confused. Here we are into Employee Central, recruitment, PMGM, all these in-house SuccessFactors modules. Okay, great. Fine, gentlemen. So that's all for today. Where we'll connect back same time tomorrow, and we'll get into the regular sessions, and we'll deep dive into the SuccessFactors solutions. Thank you, one and all. Have a nice evening.
Thank you.
Thank you, Suresh. Thank you so much.